Happy lunch hour, gang. Okay, Friday afternoon, right? And we hit a milestone today that everybody in the media is telling you, oh, it's great news, whatever. The Dow Jones crossed 40,000 for the first time ever. Big news. I remember days back being broker when the Dow crossed 5,000 for the first time ever. God, some of you guys are probably old enough you remember when it crossed 1,000. Yeah, so Dow crossed 40,000. It's about 11 o'clock when I'm recording this, so Dow's right now a little bit over 39,900. So even then, good news, right? Yeah, so far this year, all things considered, the Dow is up 6.5%. Okay, good. Got it all going. You can bet that the Biden administration is going to make a campaign ad out of this. Look how great my economy is. The Dow crossed 40,000 for the first time ever. Okay, you're certainly going to hear Joe say something about that. I want to say something else. Flashback time. Gold will eclipse $2,400 an ounce this year, meaning we're going to have better than a 20% increase. Reason being, the dollar will continue to get weaker. The world economy will continue to get weaker, and more countries and more people will continue to buy gold, silver, of course, as well. And simple rules of supply and demand will drive the price of gold above $2,400 an ounce. Okay, so if you're wondering, gee, if I'm going to wait for it to pull back, you might not see it, okay? I think we're pretty close to never seeing gold under $2,000 again. My opinion. Okay. Yeah, that was my January 1st comment this year. As of here at 11 o'clock, here's what gold looks like right now. As you can see in this picture, gold, the bid, okay, if you went to sell your gold, okay, the bid is $2,407. Not the buy price, not the ask, the bid. Okay, so anything that you did buy back then is now up 20%. So again, where the media and the politicians are going to crow all over the place about how great the Dow is doing and how great Joe's economy is doing, yeah, it's given you about 1/3 of the return that real money would give you. Let's think about that for a second. You could take all the risk that is the stock market, or you could take the security that is precious metals, and your value went up. Again, think about what gold is. Gold is real money, right? So what you could buy at the beginning of the year for an ounce of gold would have cost you around $2,000. What you can buy now for an ounce of gold costs you about $2,400. What you could buy for one share, if you will, if you could buy the Dow in a ETF, would have cost you, what was the number there? $37,466. What you can buy for one share of the Dow, fake Dow ETF right now, you wouldn't get as much, but it would cost you 40 grand. Okay. So yes, the Dow is outpacing inflation by 3%? Yes, gold is outpacing inflation by about 17%. Think about that. Right? Okay. Then you want to take a look at gold's little brother, silver. Okay. Silver is cruising past 30. I mean, do not stop, do not pass go, do not collect $200, whatever it is. Silver right now has a bid of 30.70. The ask is 31 flat. Okay. Yeah. Remember 4, 5, 6 months ago when everybody's going, $18 silver, $19 silver. Oh, I'm going to wait for it to pull back. Yeah. Didn't work out so well, right? I mean, it wasn't that long ago we were looking at $22 silver. Now it's almost 31. Okay. Bid. Ask it is 31. I'll give you an added one here. Do I buy gold here? Do I buy silver here? If I'm buying anything right now, I'm still buying silver. Because if silver can hold 30, next stop is 35 and 40 ain't out of the question. I'm not saying we get to either one this year, but the days of cheap precious metals are pretty much gone. I mean, unless we consider what the prices are now, cheap, which of course, right now silver is in overbought territory. There will be a slight pullback. It ain't going to pull back down to low 20s again. You might pull back 28, thereabouts. Start looking at technicals. You'll know what I talk about if you follow that at all. But seeing 35 this year is very possible. Seeing 40 this year, 35 is very probable. Seeing 40 this year is possible. Now think about that. You bought something as boring as silver coins, as silver rounds, as silver bars, and you're literally going to double your money in less than 18 months? Yeah, somebody tell me about those tech stocks and that Bitcoin again. Granted, I'll give you on the Bitcoin part, it was, 16,000, 18,000 about a year ago, and it's in the 60s now. Sure, you did good. What was the risk you took? Oh, I don't know, maybe the last time that Bitcoin was in the 60s, it went down to that 16,000 range. There's your risk, okay? Sure, we've seen volatility in gold like that. We've certainly seen it in silver. I mean, if you guys don't know, the all-time highs for silver were $50 an ounce, thereabouts. That was back in the 80s, okay? We've never come back to that. There was a whole lot of criminal activity going on and market manipulation going on in the silver market even then. But gold here is at an all-time high. Just something to think about. Would I still be buying? Because all things go up, all things go down. But boy, I bet there's a whole lot of people that wish they would have listened to me on January 1st, where I said 20% this year, and it happened to be 20% in 5.5 months. Safe money, protecting what you have. That's what it is. Pinball out.